Hi budgeting squad, welcome back to Living Life with Summer. My name is Summer and I am so thrilled that you decided to click on this video to join me for another budgeting adventure. If you are new, welcome. My name is Summer and I am currently on a financial journey to pay off all my debt while saving money at the same time. Here on my channel, I am documenting my journey to financial freedom, and I make videos on budgeting, paying off debt, saving money, and pretty much anything money related. If that's content that you're interested in, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. I truly appreciate your support. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. In today's video, we are going to be creating my debt payment plan for the month of October. I typically like to do my debt payment plan at the beginning of the month. However, I was unable to do it at the beginning of October. I have had a lot going on with my house. There was another leak. The leak this time was not in my actual unit. It was outside of my unit up by the roof. But because I am on the bottom floor, the water was dripping down into my unit, which caused quite a bit of damage to my unit. So I have been dealing with that this month and just trying to put my house back together. It is finally put back together. So I have been putting a lot of money on my credit card. I went ahead and charged all of my expenses to repair my house, and then I will be sitting down either tonight or tomorrow to go through my statement so I can go ahead and pay myself back for the charges that I put on my credit card. So if you are new, I do budget using the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. I absolutely love her workbook. I love how detailed it is, and it definitely helps me to keep my finances organized. But you do not have to use her workbook. You can budget with just a pen and piece of paper. I, however, do budget with her workbook. So if you are creating a debt payment plan along with me, go ahead and get all of your credit card statements or get your cell phone so that you can log on to the mobile apps to find out your balances, interest rate, and minimum payments. So the first thing on my debt payment plan is the total debt section. And in this section, you list your creditor, the balance, the interest rate, the minimum payment, and then the order in which you want to pay off your debt. I have gone ahead and listed all of my debts just to save time, but I will go over those with you now. But before we get started, let me go ahead and zoom in so that you can see. So I have the following debts. I have my student loans, which have a balance of $8,384.41. The minimum payment due every month is $87.41. I have a School First personal loan that has a balance of $8,725.42. The minimum payment due each month is $249.72. I have a School First credit card that has a balance of $2,591.93. The minimum payment is $0. I have a Citibank credit card which has a balance of $670.42. The minimum payment is $0. And then I have a Best Buy credit card which has a balance of $1,031.34, and the minimum payment due every month is $29. And the next thing I want to do is list the order in which I want to pay off my debts. I do not list the interest rate, but if you are creating your debt payment plan, I would recommend listing the interest rate. That way you can decide which method you want to use to pay off your debts. There are two popular ways to pay off your debts. There is the avalanche method, in which you pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first. And then there is the snowball method, and that is where you pay off the debt with the lowest balance first. I personally like using the avalanche method because I feel like you save the most money in the long run. However, if you are someone who has a lot of debt, you might want to start with the snowball method. That way you see success right away, and you can tackle those debts with the lowest balance and then roll over that amount to the next debt. So the order in which I want to pay off my debts is I want to pay off my Citibank credit card first. Then I want to pay off my School First credit card. Then I want to pay off my School First personal loan. Then I want to pay off my Best Buy credit card. And then lastly, I want to pay off my student loans. So now that I have my total debts, let's go ahead and add up my total debts. $8,384.41 plus $8,725.42 plus $2,591.93 plus $670.42 plus $1,031.34. So my total debt comes out to $21,403.52. Next, I like to find out my minimum payments due every month. So I add up my minimum payments. $87.41 plus $249.72 plus $29. So my minimum payments due every month is $366.13. The next section in my debt payment plan is where I list my extra debt payments. I am not going to be making any extra debt payments this month. I'm not making any extra debt payments right now because I do want to focus on funding some of my sinking funds. Christmas is coming up and my son's birthday is coming up. It's January 1st, and then next month is Thanksgiving. So I do have a lot of expenses that I want to make sure that I am prepared for. That way I'm not adding any additional debt. So I probably will resume making extra debt payments in January at the start of the new year. Right now, that's just not my focus. So now that we have completed the total debt section and the extra debt payments, let's go ahead and look at my monthly debt progress. I absolutely love this section. So the first thing that I do is I write last month's total debt balance. Last month, I started the month off with $21,885.47. This month, I am starting the month off with $21,403.52. That is good. I honestly thought that I added a lot of debt this month, so I was expecting this number to go off. So I'm really happy to see that it did go down by a little. So let's go ahead and finish up this section. The next thing that we need to do is we need to find out the total debt monthly progress, and we get this by taking last month's total debt balance, $21,885.47, and subtracting this month's total debt balance of $21,403.52. So let's go ahead and do that. So total debt monthly progress, I was able to pay off $481.95 of debt. Now we want to find out my total debt monthly progress, and we get this by taking my total debt monthly progress and dividing it by the total debt I started with. When I started my financial journey, I started off with $57,870.36 of debt. And then we get this number right here, and we need to move the decimal over 2 places to the right, 1, 2. So we were able to pay off 0.8% of debt. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and do my overall debt progress section, and the first thing that I do is I list the total debt I started with. So when I started my financial journey, I started off with $57,870.36 of debt. This month's total debt balance is $21,403.52. To find out my overall debt progress, I need to take the total debt I started with, $57,870.36, and subtract this month's total debt balance of $21,403.52. So my overall debt progress, I was able to pay off $36,466.84 of debt. Now to get my overall debt progress, we take my overall debt progress and divide it by the total debt I started with, $57,870.36. So far I have been able to pay off 63% of my debt, and we get this by once again moving the decimal over 2 places to the right. So this is how I create a debt payment plan. I really like creating a debt payment plan every month. It helps me to get a visual of how I'm doing on my financial journey, and it helps me to create a monthly plan on how I plan to tackle my debt. I really like doing the debt payment plan because I love being able to see my progress. I remember when I first started my financial journey, the numbers would slowly go up, and it's just amazing to see I went from 0% to 63%. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. In the comment section, let me know if you do a debt payment plan every month. If you don't, please let me know how you track your debt and pay off your debt. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely consider hitting that subscribe button to join the budget squad. I would love to have you. But before you go, please leave me a comment. I love to engage with you guys in the comment section. Well, I hope that you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. But before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out my channel, and I truly appreciate your support.